You know, sometimes, not every time, I do a clean shave after not being clean shaven in a while or an extended period of time. I get a glimpse of myself like in the mirror in the camera, and I just think to myself like, "Dap, you look like somebody auntie. Why?" I don't, now I'm feeling self-conscious about it. That's my intro. And if you're new here, hello, hi, I do tarot all the time, every day. I show up in some way, shape, or form to either go live, to do tarot readings on the spot for y'all, for donations, I do pick a card readings, a lot of pick a card readings on the channel for y'all as well. And yeah, you should subscribe if you like this kind of vibe, the content. I try to make it very like approachable. I try to just be myself, just over here as your auntie Dap. Like, I just try to be real with it, and we have a lot of fun. I love what I do, and I'm so grateful to be able to not be talking to the void anymore. Like, we finally hit 5,000 subscribers. I finally feel like I'm not talking to myself anymore. So welcome, come on in, like, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video. Like, I just, I just want to build a community. I'm a little Aquarius. I don't get out that much. I don't have a lot of real friends. So like, y'all be my little friends. But if you know how this works, you're gonna pick a card with your third eye, not your first and second eye. Just pick an image that feels like it resonates with you, and we're gonna get into this trickster energy. We're gonna get into this who may be playing in your face, and there's levels to this too. Like, they may not do it on purpose. Some people who lie to themselves, they're gonna lie to you because they don't want to see the truth of themselves. So how could they tell you the truth, right? And other people actively out here trying to like just get something from you, manipulate you, take your energy, your money, your man. Who knows? We're gonna find out though. And y'all do know I do personal readings for it as well. I do personal readings. I send them as recorded videos for you. The link for that is in the description. Also, if you would like to leave a donation or a little tip, if you read and hit, that's everything. That goes a long way because this is my full-time job and hard times are tough. But like, I'm still just really grateful to be able to even just do this. But I won't talk and bore you to death. I'll see you over there at your piles. Bye for now. Spirit guide you. Blessings in all we do. What up, pal number 3? Welcome to your reading on who is trying to make a fool out of you. Who is out here playing in your face? I'm just playing. No, really. I'm really looking into the trickster energy, and trickster energy has layers to it. It doesn't have to be even necessarily negative. I think we all tap into the trickster energy every once in a while for whatever reason. Like, if you're like, trickster energy is whenever you have to be calculated. We have to be sneaky about something. We have to be discreet. We have to know more information about something than somebody else does. When it's like when you're playing 3D chess. Hell, when you play Monopoly, like real Monopoly, that's trickster energy. It's like, it's not necessarily bad in itself. It's how people use it, why they use it, the intentions behind it, and all that stuff. And so it can be so sneaky that sometimes people don't even know that they are in that that trickster energy because they're lying to themselves, right? And so if they're lying to themselves because they want to see something, they want to acknowledge something, they don't want to face something, then they lie to everybody else too, right? So we're just pointing stuff out. I don't know where we're gonna go, but the reading's gonna be split into two different people. So you like that Lover's card and the Power off, the King of Swords, and that Pluto is gonna be one person. The Wheel of Fortune, the Mirror, the Moon, and the Four of Cups is gonna be a second person. You're the number 3 in the middle. You're my anchor. I like to have something for the viewer when I do the pick a card readings, because it helps me maybe connect to y'all, or at least I think so. Even when I'm talking about other people, or even when we're looking into other people and not you. But I'm going to read you a little bit about life path number 3, or that energy, because if I don't, I'm going to go on a tangent for 30 minutes like I did in the other piles, and I had to stop and redo the piles. But I can't talk about numerology for 30 minutes. Like, it's just one number. but I love numerology. So like I had to go break out this book so I can stay on track, because I'll just talk and talk about numerology. But I'm only gonna read like just a blurb about the base number 3 energy. And by base number I mean like you could be a life path number 3 if you like add up all the numbers in your birthday and reduce those numbers down to one number, and it's a 3. They're a life path number 3. If you're born on the 3rd of the month, if you're born on the 12th, the 21st, the 30th, you also carry the number 3 very heavily in you. If you're born in March, you carry the number 3 very heavily in you. So it doesn't have to be just a life path number 3. Also, if you have a certain affinity for the number 3, like if you have a connection to the number 3, like it's your lucky number, or like it's something specific about 3 for you, like maybe the 3rd, like maybe there's 3 siblings or something like that. Maybe you have 3 kids. I don't know. Put yourself where you fit in. I just want to make a point that it's not just about life paths. But the number 3 is tied to the planet Jupiter. So Sagittarius energy, Pisces. It's also connected to the 3rd eye, obviously. Number 3, the 3rd eye. So the number 3 is basically they have high standards, right? Their standards are really high, and they only will be able to meet them. So it's like y'all can be really not willing to work with people very well a lot of times, because of there's a certain perfectionism that y'all have. But it makes it very hard for the number 3 to fail. There is only one right answer, and the only best will do for number 3s. Second place is losing. Life can be very black and white for them. These high standards can be hard to meet, especially if they're a child or they are young. To do your best and invest yourself in everything you do is commendable. The difference between your aspirations and your growing abilities might frustrate the heck out of you. Failing your way through success can be hard for number 3. With 3 strong power and focus comes a good deal of self-worth. Knowing your own power is what makes it possible for you to use it. If you fail, you only blame yourself. You don't make a big deal out of your accomplishments, and you see them as natural extensions of the work that you put in. Yeah, 3s are very about expansion. It's like, think about like 1 plus 1 equals 3. It's like that 3 is the magic number. 3 always represents progress and moving forward. That's why they call it the magic number. Like, it's one of the numbers of manifestation. 3s are also they tapped into the mind and also their creativity. So it's a mental number, meaning that y'all are able to have the capacity to be geniuses. Like y'all love to learn. You're good with words. You're good with persuasion. People find you very charming. But also there's a very emotional layer to it because of the creativity. Y'all are very creative, and you're very good at being able to tap into something spiritual whenever you are, say, creating and manifesting. It's something about the desire that y'all have. It's like the longing for it. It's like becomes almost magical within y'all. I said I'm not gonna go too long with this number 3 shit. See what I do? I had to stop myself. I'm like, I'm doing it again. But you get it. That's you. But let's look at the tricksters in your life. So I see the energy of Pluto and power off. That's the oracle card that I made. It says unattracted, disconnected, exhaustion. So this is somebody who may have ended a relationship just to be the first one in the relationship. It's kind of the first thing that comes to my mind. What I mean by that, it's like they shut off, ran away, cut you off, maybe even ghosted. Like just because they didn't want you to have the chance to do it first. They felt like you were going to break up with them, or like maybe when things were going rocky, they were having problems in a relationship, they bailed on your ass. And it's not because they don't love you. The Lovers comes up upright. The King of Swords is, it's kind of sad. It's dumb, but it's sad. They feel like they had to pretend to hate you, or they probably said some stupid shit like, I never loved you, or I've been done for a long time. It's like they were saying these things to try to make themselves believe it, for one, and also because they felt like if you break up with them, they can't handle it. I think they already get obsessed. Like Pluto energy is Scorpio energy, which can oftentimes lead to someone being obsessive. They get deep in their own mind. They have to have control of everything. They freak out. It's like it's like their natural tendency is to try to grab control when they feel uncomfortable or they feel like vulnerable. They don't like feeling vulnerable. And so I think y'all may have been having problems in the relationship, or they felt like they weren't satisfying your needs or something like that. And so what they did was they have a tendency to pull the plug in the rudest way without even talking about it or nothing. They convince themselves that this must be the case, and I got to get out of here before I got to do it first before they do, because they must have gone through a situation where they were broken up with, or they had their heart broken by somebody. Maybe they were disillusioned or something. They didn't even see it coming, and maybe it took them a real long time to heal from that. Maybe they're still healing from it, but it's like they run whenever they get whenever there's a whiff of something not being perfect or not being good, like not being happy anymore in a romantic connection, they leave, boo. They can't risk it. They'll even sabotage and burn the bridge on the way out, so that way to make sure that it's over, so there's no question. So it's almost like it's a defense mechanism for them. I don't think it's that conscious either. I know that was real specific, but I feel like that hit for somebody. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is the definite energy of like protecting myself. I'm protecting myself. I have to protect myself. I cannot go out like this. I will not go out like this. So it's like they disconnected, but they're somewhere suffering. I say suffering because the Lover's upright and that King of Swords sitting up there, like it's like they feel like they made a decision. They made a tough choice and they're sticking to it, but it hurts. Two of Pentacles. You only see that one side that they want to show you, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying this all to say like, oh, there's hope, or like you should go after them and tell them it's okay or nothing like that, because they likely wouldn't believe it. It probably won't work out. You can't deal with that anyway. It's like how can you be with somebody whose main reaction to conflict is to run or shut down or to ghost you? You can't work nothing out with somebody like that, because they don't want to work. They don't have the tools or the capacity to work anything out. So it's like, I'm not saying this to get your hopes up, because it's very much the opposite. You can't work with that. You can't really compromise with somebody like that. I'm just explaining like why, like what makes them a trickster. And it may be surprising to you, because it's like, I'm sure you probably didn't think that they even gave a fuck, or even you probably didn't even think that that they would do that. Like, why would they run? I wasn't gonna break. Like I was in it, you know. I was sick of their bullshit, but I wasn't. You know, I wanted us to work through it, right? They didn't see that. They saw you see me as bad. You see me as not living up to your standards. So you're gonna leave me, and I gotta run out of here before I feel abandoned. Okay. And this could have also been a friend. This could have also been a platonic situation. It doesn't have to always be romantic. This person is just terrified of rejection. Terrified of rejection. On the flip side, I'm getting one more storyline too. It could, Knight of Swords in reverse. It could also be somebody who was using you as a rebound, and they were still in love with the ex. And as soon as the ex like hit them up, if there is a slight chance in hell that they can spin the block, they will drop your ass like a hot potato and sprint back to that ex. You know, it was killing time. It was past, you know, up. Like, for real though, I'm sorry, but like that's also for somebody that's true. It's like they were never over their ex, and that may like some of y'all may know that, or had that feeling about it. Like they was always talking about them, but like they was, you know, you would know. As soon as like their ex gave them the slightest like hint that maybe we can work something out, maybe I miss you, they that's what they wanted to be. Okay. Now moving on to this moon and the mirror. Now this is interesting. Now this person is a trickster in a way that's different. I feel like this is somebody who is a reflection of you. So it could be your mother, actually. For some of y'all, it could be your mother, the moon, and that mirror card. But I'm not picking up on the heavy. The moon represents, say, a strong emotional or even past life connection. Like it could be a karmic partner, especially with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse like that. This could be like, say, some kind of karmic soulmate. It's somebody who shows their flaws to you, and you the same through like a mirror kind of situation. It's projection. But the thing is, I think they're so self-unaware that the relationship is tumultuous. It's almost like the things that that set them off about you are the very things they struggle with. I see the Knight of Wands in reverse. This person may be kind of hot-headed. This person may not have any real sense of impulse control. They are very reactionary. They have strong emotions, but like when they're happy, they're joyful. But when they're not happy, when they're angry, they get fucking mad, and they rage, and it's dramatic. You know, it's like it must be hard living to live a life where like you're just reacting all the time. Like, I get it. I'm a Scorpio moon, but like if I kept letting my emotions affect me the way they used to when I was younger, like I probably have a stroke before I'm 35. But like, so I know it's exhausting. But they give me a person like that, like they're just really, really emotional people, and they don't know how to handle their emotions. And so a lot of things is just done in projection because they just cannot handle it. I think you yourself, for some reason, pile number 1, you attract people to mirror you like that. It's almost like on some subconscious level, you have a lot of people in your circle, or just in your life, that will do that to you. So that must be a lesson there for you as well. Because it's almost like on some level you like, just go ahead. Like it's like almost like the martyr. It's like, I can take it, you know. I can love you anyway. I know you don't mean it, you know. And I don't know, it's kind of giving that. I don't know if you had a parent like that or something growing up. But the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the 4 of Cups is a weird energy. Breaking it down specifically, it's like saying you can't make this person happy. I don't know who this is. Like I said, it could be a parent, it could be a friend, whoever it is. It's like they'll tell you exactly what they want and what they need, right? And they'll be the type of person where like you'll do that, you'll deliver it, you'll show up, you'll like, here you go. This is what you want. This is what you asked for, right? I didn't ask for that bullshit. They'll have a whole like, you know, it's like you can't make this person happy. I don't know. It's like 1 minute they need this, 1 minute they want that. It's like 1 minute they say they want to turn over a new leaf and they want to get their life right, and the next minute they're like, I didn't say that. You're lying. It's like it's almost given almost like pile number, what was that? I ain't gonna say the pile, but another pile who had like a mentally ill person around them in a sense. I don't think it's that bad, but it's like it's somebody who doesn't necessarily know what they want or something, because it's like you provide it, or like you go out your way to show them or give them what they need, even if it's emotionally, like saying, you're worth it, you're everything, you're great. Like I'm gonna go out my way to show them like, hey, I care, or like show them like how like or support them, and they act like it don't matter. They act like you be doing anything else, like like it don't mean nothing. It's almost like you go out your way to try to show them that they're loved, and they act like they don't care about it, but let you pull away, let you stop, let you do anything out the ordinary, like let you not give that love. Then you don't love me, you don't support me, you don't. It's like, ugh. This person is having a field day sucking all your energy, like the vampire they are, like just fangs out, just you know, like Winifred Sanderson's sister from Hocus Pocus, just sucking the souls out of kids. You know, like it's like they are having just a blast, it seems like, because you fall into it sometimes. So this must be somebody close to you, or maybe someone you feel like you have to deal with. But it's like there's something about that Wheel of Fortune in reverse is like saying it just goes round and round and round. It's like they're just never fulfilled, no matter what you do, no matter what side of the wheel that you whatever angle that you try to come at them with. It's like you don't. they almost treat it like when you do support them, they almost treat it like, why would I thank you or reward you for something that you should be doing anyway? Like entitled about it almost. They may not say those words, but that's how they come across. Like, oh, you want a cookie or a trophy for being a nice person to me? I don't like their energy. Page of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. They are emotionally stunted. You may have a kid with this person, maybe a baby daddy, baby mama, or something like that. Somebody, you have a kid with this person. Somebody, you actually have a kid with this person. Oh, this is maybe a parent, but like, this may be somebody you have to deal with. The King of Swords in reverse is like saying this person is quite demanding, brutal with it. They are bossy. They are like, they can be cold with it and lack any kind of empathy or emotions for people when they get riled up, when they get in their own, when their feelings are hurt, when they feel like they in pain, they can only see their pain. The King of Swords in reverse is somebody who can be ruthless with their demands because they can't tap into their empathy. Like, it's all about what I want on a mental level. It's all about, it's being calculated and trying to see how I can get what I want. You know, it's that thing too. In the Page of Cups in reverse, it's like that tells me that they may not be a narcissist, or they may not have like a lack of empathy, but I do get that they are very emotionally immature. They are very stunted, and I don't think they really fully see why they treat you the way they treat you. I think you let them sometimes, or like maybe you try with it. Like when other people are like, you know what, bitch, you can kick rocks. Fuck you. I'm gone. You can get to your damn self. I can't believe I stuck around. You know, like what people like are the hell with them. You stayed longer, and they just and it's like they didn't appreciate it. They don't know what to do with it, so they just keep being an ass. To be honest with you, and it's always gonna be the Eight of Swords. Is saying like, look, baby, you can't save nobody. Some people just ain't gonna wake up to the fact that, like, you may see greatness in them, you may see the potential in them, but they don't see it in themselves, and they don't know what to do with it if they did see it. The Eight of Wands is the best shot you got just to get the fuck up out of there. Just do something else. Even if it is a parent. Even if it's a parent. You gotta be that change that you wanna see in yourself by getting the fuck out there. Because if you saw any of your friends, anybody, like, being treated the way you get treated by this person, you would tell them to the same thing I'm telling you to do. Leave them alone. Sound off in the comments and let me know how this resonated. If this resonated, remember guys, I love you. Book a personal reading. Send me $1 or $2. If I don't get, like, if y'all don't pay me, I don't get paid. And times are rough right now. No, really, I'm living in a hotel right now. So like everything helps, but I keep showing up because I think it's important for me to. It's part of my lesson in my journey in that area. So I'm gonna live my truth. But until next time, guys, remember though, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.
Blessings in all we do. That do to that do to.
What up, pile number 2? Welcome to your reading. We're looking at who's trying to make a fool out of pile number 2. Who's trying to make you out to be boo boo the fool? But it's the trickster energy. And so trickster energy can come in a lot of different forms. I don't look at trickster energy as even like overtly negative. It has its place. Trickster energy comes out in everybody at a certain point in certain situations. Like say when you have to be calculated about something, when you have to like plan 2 steps ahead. Hell, when you play Monopoly, it's like the trickster energy comes out. It's like it's not like the energy in itself isn't harmful. It's how it manifests and how we use it. And so there's layers to this. Some people that come up may be really unintentionally been like in that energy, like when they lie to themselves, and others may just be master manipulators. Who knows? But we're gonna get into it. To break down the spread, I'm gonna show you, let you know how I'm doing it. So if you just kind of split the cards like down the middle, so the Hermit, the Tough Pills card, and the Six of Wands in reverse, that's gonna be one person, and then the Sun, the Hellfire, and the Six of Cups in reverse with the Neptune, that's somebody else. So we're gonna do 2 people every pile, and the 8 that you see in the middle is gonna be a reference to you. That's gonna be your energy. It's just an anchor to give you some affirmations, so I know like who I'm talking to, and you also know that I'm talking to you, and that you know that maybe this is your pile off the bat. So I'm gonna read it a little bit out of this book for you, because if I don't, I'm just gonna go on a tangent on numerology for 30 minutes, and we ain't got enough time for that. I had to stop twice and re-record because I went on 2 tangents in a different pile. So I had to get this book out to keep me on track, and I'm so embarrassed. But you know, when you love something, you like to talk about it. But this is your energy. The number 8. So you could be a Capricorn, because the 8 rules Saturn. Also, you don't have to have a life path number 8. You could have also been born on the 17th, the 26th of the month in any year. That's basically any number that adds up to 8. So 6 plus 2, you know, you get it. 1 plus 7, you get it. Also, you could have been born in August. You could have been born at 8:15 a.m. or something like that. You could just have a strong connection to the number 8 for whatever reason. Like, just use your intuition on that. That number it can be a synchronicity or like a connection in a bunch of different ways other than numerology. Okay, but I know like probably some life path number 8s are people born on like the 8th of the month type of energy. Probably gonna be sitting here watching this, so I'm gonna read this to you. It says 8 is the foundation of raw power, a high level of independence, self-sufficiency, and individualism. These are the hallmarks of the number 8. You are, at your core, not really interested in other people's opinions about your life choices, since you are the one making and living with them. Most schools of thought within the field of numerology believe specific base numbers are marked by fate, and 8 are one of them. So 8 is a karmic number. It means that you signed up for a life filled with contrasts. It also means that your survival instincts are strong and that you can get over almost anything life throws at you. You get to choose if any given challenge will make you shrink or expand your trust in your right to be here. Also, a ability about the 8 is that y'all have the gift of manifestation. 8 is a karmic number, but it's to me, my interpretation of it is somebody who kind of signed up in a lifetime to be successful. So like when I see that someone's a life path number 8, my question is never like, will you be successful? Like, will you, you know, like, yeah, they normally are in the way that that success is meaningful to them. Cause you know, success has a different meaning to everybody, you know? So one person who's number 8 may not see success the same as another one, you know? It depends on the person, and what you believe makes you successful. But, I think life path number 8s are kind of primed, and like their energy just is really centered around, going after what they feel will make them successful, whether it's money, love, whatever it is, leadership, they like that too. Whatever it is, y'all's biggest challenge is how do you get there? Like, how many people did you step on? Did you lose yourself along the way? So it's like y'all, like, it's not a question if a life path number 8 is gonna be successful. It's how'd you get there, bitch? And what are you gonna do with it when you get there? Are you gonna hoard it? Are you gonna give it back to the people? It's like there's more weight that goes along with a life path number 8's like how they deal with success than if they're gonna be successful. Because boo, y'all successful. This is what it is. Y'all good at finding y'all's way. I'll say that. But that's just to let you know who I'm talking to. But let's break down this first person. I see Mercury and the tough pills. So this is somebody who this could be like a sibling with the Mercury energy. Mercury represents like your siblings, your distant relatives, like a cousin. It could also represent say neighbors or maybe even close friends that you see and think of as like say kind of close. Sometimes it could be even say like schoolmates, like say classmates, people that you went to school with and you know on that level. You probably known them for years, but y'all are classmates, you know, you get it. So just to give you a hint on that, but it don't have to be. It's basically somebody who's a smarty pants though. It's somebody who always talks a big game. They say the thing that they think needs to be said and probably without a filter. And it's like, it's giving that. It's for some reason I'm also getting somebody who they could be like a spiritual person, say like a mentor of yours, a spiritual mentor, just a mentor in general, somebody that you kind of look up to in a sense, but they don't take their own advice. Or it could be somebody who is trying to avoid a hard conversation because they know that they look like a dummy. especially if they were wrong or like it was a miscommunication or like they handled like a disagreement wrong. It could be, this could be lovers, it could be anybody in your life. But I don't think y'all are in communication. I think they're hiding from you in a sense. It's like, and they may have blown up at you. They may have blown the fuck. They may have called you all kinds of names. They said they was gonna tell you about yourself, right? In reality, I think when the dust settled, this is for somebody. When the dust settled, they're now just too embarrassed to like to crawl back out and face that, because it's like the way they acted, the things they said, they were all high and mighty about it. They were acting like they just, you know, was all of that, and like it's like they went beyond sticking their foot in their mouth. They like their whole leg down them. I was like, how did you? It's like they're eating themselves. It's like their whole foot, leg, all the way down to their knees is in their mouth. They can't even get it out. It's like it's a tough pill to swallow when you realize that you made an ass of yourself. And this person probably made an ass of themselves. That's a specific message for somebody. Clarifying that we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. This could have been romantic, and this could have been a situation where like there's a miscommunication, or like maybe they got triggered for something. Like it's like, you know, especially when you're not necessarily ready to date, or like, you know, like you sometimes we I'll say we, but like sometimes people will kind of project, like say what that last person they dated did to them, especially if they dated somebody who was not very nice to them or not very good for them, and they're still healing from that. It's like, just because your last partner was a piece of shit, don't treat me like, don't punish me for it. I didn't do nothing. It's like, that's some shit that they would do. I didn't do that, you know? And so it's like, it's almost like they were acting out like some shit that had nothing to do with you, or like it was such a big miscommunication. I feel like you didn't deserve that reaction, and it wasn't warranted. And so when I guess when they can kind of see themselves, they realize like, oh, that's embarrassing as hell, you know? And so they're not gonna want to admit it. So it's like they still put up this front like you did something wrong, or like that it's your fault. When in reality, we all know that calls are coming from inside the house. That Six of Wands in reverse indicates somebody who has a bruised ego, somebody who thought very highly of themselves, and now anytime that they have to come to terms with their flaws, or see that they aren't like top dog or the shit, they anytime they get humbled, they run away. They hide into like a little turtle shell. So especially they come across this real confident, like I know everything, or like, you know, I'm mature, like I have experience, I know what I'm doing, like I've been around the block, and like I'm wise, and blah 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 blah. It's like anytime they get humbled, they get super embarrassed, and so instead of like, you know, like most healthy people can like kind of either laugh it off or apologize, or like just acknowledge the fact that they were wrong, because everybody's wrong sometimes. Everybody. And so it's like, if you can't own up to that, it's like a neon sign that says, I'm insecure, you know? It's like, you have to be right all the time, because otherwise you think that you're not worth shit, right? That's how this person thinks. If they're not the smartest person in the room, then they feel like they're the most worthless person in the room. And that's a real black and white way of thinking, or that's just about yourself, right? For somebody else, this is specific. Why is it so specific? Somebody may have a friend where like out of the blue they turned on you, just cut you off, but not just cut you off, but started acting nasty. And this may have been when you just stepped into your like especially if this is like one of those friends that seem to have their stuff together, and like almost like you kind of look up to them, and like they like you around, like almost to kind of like make them feel better about where they're at, even though they're already seem like they're like at the top, or like they got their, you know, they're on the right path and you may not been there yet. But when you start stepping into your own lane, and you start like getting good stuff happening for yourself, and like, you know, when you start like shining and like feeling confident in your skin and your body, they couldn't stand it. They couldn't take you different, you acting funny. And It's like, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm acting different. I'm acting happy. Like, what do you mean? They cut you off and made up some story or something, like talk shit about you to y'all's mutual friends, to their friends, and you just and left you sitting like, what the hell did I do? You stop being basically less than them from their perspective. You were never less than them ever, but this is the type of person who looks at people like that. They look down on people. And so whenever you started to kind of like dig yourself up out of that place, it threatened them. You know, you were only there to make them feel better about themselves, to be instant validation, just for being pathetic. So that's what they say. So if you was one like, I thought we were good friends, why would they cut me off like that? Because they was never your friend. They was never your friend. That's a trickster. Moving on. Let's look at this Neptune energy with the Hellfire. Oh God. Hellfire is rage, burning bridges, and revenge. And that Neptunian energy, dealing with somebody who may have a few screws loose, my friend. You may attract crazy ass people. But no, really though, hear me out. This is a family member. It could be a child of yours. If you have an adult child, if you have say a parent who has mental health issues, like they may like be bipolar or something like that. Like you have, it feels like family because of the Six of Cups in reverse. But it doesn't have to be. It could also be an ex. This person goes back and forth between for some reason some way needing you. Like being needy or clingy to you or wanting to oh, we need to stick together. Oh, it's my baby if it's your parent. And then like completely really mistreating you, like abusing you, like at some other point. It's like you get whiplash from how they treat you. And I feel like would be like a family member for a lot of y'all, because I don't think you would put up this energy if it wasn't your parent. I don't think you would put up this energy if it wasn't your child or something like that, or your sibling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for a lot of y'all is that, but for some it may be an ex situation with the Six of Cups in reverse. It's somebody who is just unstable. It's unstable. They come in one moment like I'm sorry, I want to be with you, and then like you say one thing and they flip their shit, and like it's like a whole nother person. It's like this person needs help. I mean, though this is a mentally ill person. I'm sorry. That doesn't. I don't know. Has that come up in a reading before? Like, I don't know, in a pick a card reading for me? I don't think so. Not like that, but I feel like that's the only way I can really explain it. It's kind of giving for some of y'all like a narcissistic parent, like or like a parent who was abused as a child, and you know, like they, you know, it carries down into them being a parent. And it's not an excuse. I'm just saying. I see the Ten of Swords in reverse. It feels very much in the family. It's toxicity that's passed down and passed down and passed down with that Ten of Swords in reverse and the Six of Cups. And the Eight of Swords, I don't think they want to be that way. I don't think they can they don't think they can help it. I don't think they would have been challenged with that if they could not help it. Of course, it's hard. They may not have had the tools though. I'll say that. Sometimes we don't have the tools. Like sometimes we don't know what mental health is like back in the day. We don't, or like we don't have, like, we out here trying to survive. Like I can't afford to go to the doctor if I break my leg. You want me to go to therapy? So I get it. But the Nine of Pentacles comes up in reverse because it does talk about maybe money issues. The person is irresponsible, or they don't have a very good handle of like how to handle themselves in reality. This is a person who's always the victim, always poor me. They ain't got shit. They make people feel sorry for them. And then they treat those same people like ass. And I mean, there's no real trickster energy there. It's like, it's obvious. Like this person's obviously like off their fucking rocker. But you must feel like you have to put up with them or something like that, because I feel like this has to be like a parent or something, or just somebody in your family, or someone you feel like you just obligated to, even if it's a spouse or something. But it's like, baby, you don't owe them shit, even if it is your parent. Even if they ain't got nobody. We all make choices. We all at a certain point in life, no matter where you are, you have to be able to get the help that you need. Be able to notice that you need help, get the help, and stick to it. Like, life is hard for everybody. Just because you got something wrong with your ass don't mean that you got to ruin lives around you. And if my mom, and I'm not gonna tell her story here because it's not, you know, it's not my place. But my mom does have mental health issues. She's been in like therapy and have been medicated all my life since before I was born. Like my mom has been like regularly like had to have mental health care. And some of that's genetic, like, you know, passed down to me, like so I never grew up in a household that was stigmatized by mental health because my mom lived it, you know. So it's just like going to the doctor for anything else, diabetes, whatever. It's not a big deal, as long as you're trying to get help, right? But if my mom, who is at this point, she gets disability, she does not work anymore because of her mental emotional states. And like I said, there's no judgment, there's no stigma when I'm saying this. It's a fact, you know. If she can do all of that, you know, if she can be like that and to the point where she can't work, right, and still have the accountability to be able to say, because I'm like she may be in a bad mindset or something like that, and she'll come to like maybe later, like when everything, you know, when she gets more regulated or something, she'll apologize or whatever for like whatever she said or did if it's brought to her attention, maybe. But like I remember her saying, she was like, you know, it's like even though I'm sick, or even though it's part of like my illness, I still have to take accountability for what I said and what I did. And she's like, Dap, I still got to take accountability for hurting somebody with my words or my actions, because I did that. It's like, sick doesn't matter. Like, and so if my mom can say that, like, fuck everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only reason I brought that up, because it's like, it carried so much weight for me. I'm like, shit, you're right. So it's like, ain't nobody got no excuse at this point. It's like, if she can sit there and say, I still got to take accountability for the things I said when I was like not even in my right mind, then everybody else can too. You ain't gotta deal with this person all the time. You don't owe them anything. You're not there. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to get help, if they don't want to help themselves, like, you're letting them manipulate you into feeling bad about keeping them in your life when they're not doing anything to stay in it. But that's all I got. That was for somebody real specific. If that didn't resonate, this probably didn't resonate with you, I'm sorry about it. Watch another one, or see you next time. But anyway, let me know if this resonated. You can book a personal reading if you would like to in the description. But remember, guys, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.
If you got spirit, spirit got you. Blessings in all we do.
All right, what up, pile number 3? Welcome to your reading as we look into who's trying to make a fool out of you. What's that trickster energy around you like? All right, so we're gonna look at 2 people in your life who carry that trickster energy for some reason or another. It could be for like circumstantial, like they're not necessarily sketchy, but maybe there's something that the way they're handling you or situation, they may be in that trickster energy. Like, when I mean by trickster energy, anytime we want to lie to ourselves about something that we don't want to face, it's a cop out a lot of times, in the most benign way. In the worst, most manipulative way is somebody who's trying to work you, somebody trying to get something out of you, trying to scam you. So there's levels to this, and we have to look at the cards and interpret them before we can really say what's what in the piles, right? But I want to let you know like how we're going to be reading. So it looks chaotic, but it's not that chaotic. If we split the cards, like split the spread like in the middle, the left side and the right side are 2 different people. So if you look at the High Priestess, the Time to Go card, and the 4 of Wands in reverse, and then that Sun symbol, that's the first person we're going to talk about. And then we have the Death card, the You're Welcome Oracle card, and the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and Pluto, that's somebody else. The 9 in the middle, that's going to represent your energy. That's my anchor for you. So like, I like to have something that represents the pile or the person that I'm reading, even if we're talking about somebody else. I like to kind of anchor myself to that. I think maybe it's just, I don't know if it helps or not, but it makes it feel like it helps me connect to you in this reading. But also it gives you a confirmation that this pile is for you, right? before we even get into it. This is my third time starting this pile because I keep running off into a tangent about like the number 9 in numerology. Like I the last time I talked for like 6 minutes about it, I can't talk for 6 minutes about the number 9. This isn't a numerology reading. We got a whole bunch of stuff to go, so I keep stopping and deleting it. So I had to stop and get this book, my numerology book. That I had packed away, so I can just read this to you and I can shut up and get into the car. So I'm just gonna fly off into a tangent every time about numerology. I don't know what it is, but this will keep me in line. I'm sorry for reading to you, but I had to. The number 9 energy, by the way, you may be a life path number 9. You may be an expression number 9. You may have been born on the 9th, the 18th, the 27th of any month in any year. You could have been born in September. You could have been, or you may have like just a close connection to the number 9 for some reason, like a personal synchronicity to it. Put yourself where you fit in. You may have been born at 9:19 o'clock. Like, I don't know. It's symbolic. But I feel like a lot of y'all are going to be life path number 9s or have like 9 in your numerology chart in general. Like I said, been born on the 9th, the 18th, the 27th, any number that adds up to 9. But I'll just give you a quick little paragraph out this book, not even the whole thing, so you understand what your energy's like and where we're coming from. It says, great power is hard to manage, and 9s can downplay their strength for fear of stealing the spotlight from others. They can seem like they avoid conflict, but they're actually acutely aware of how combustible they can be. As a 9, you have a sensitive heart and a great emotional depth. You're brave, verging on reckless in matters of the heart. You're very diplomatic and will mend any situation involving others fighting, but can have a hard time eloquently explaining yourself and your own emotions. You can be blurt out the wrong thing at the wrong time and take others by surprise, as they will be sharing what they genuinely feel without any added decorum. I can see that. I'm kind of like that. That's probably right. that adds up. But 9s are known to be wise and the most spiritually in tune of all the numbers, because it's an accumulation of all the numbers that come before it. So you probably already know who you should be watching out for. This is a confirmation reading for you, but let's get into it. So I'm gonna start off with this person on the left, which is that sun energy with the high priestess and the 4 of wands and the time to go card. I want to break down the sun and the time to go first. So the sun, the astrology placements kind of tell me who who it is in relation to you, possibly. Also, it could just be like somebody. It'll let you know like maybe a big part of the personality. One of the two, maybe both. But the sun is normally like a parent or someone that you look up to. Somebody like, say, especially a father figure. The sun represents like the person that gave you life, right? So it's like it could be a dad or a father figure, or just a male. It could be your divine masculine if you believe in that type of thing. But it's giving very masculine energy. It could very likely be a male. But the time to go, it's that leaving, fresh start, escape. It's somebody who I kept hearing like, a person who may always be around for the fun and the kiki and like, hanging out and like the pleasure stuff, and like when it's easy they're there, but when things get hard they go. You call them, they ain't picking up. It's like it's for some of y'all it's giving a drive-by friend, or like say a situationship, somebody who says they want like a real deep connection and all this other bullshit, but they jet every single time, or like they seem like live a secret life or something. Like, where do they go? They're always running out. But for some of y'all, it represents maybe a narcissistic parent or a narcissistic person in general. Like the sun can be very self-focused, but when it's paired with that time to go and in a negative context, it's somebody who will leave you high and dry. They will leave you high and dry. So how they make a fool out of you, or how they try to, is like this high priestess card in reverse with the 4 of wands in reverse. It's the energy, like it comes up like in a couple of different ways. For me, it's somebody who could be a friend, like a male friend, or maybe a distant relative or something like that, where it's like they're never really there for you when you need them, or they never really add anything of substance to your life or anything of great value to your life, but they always walk around saying that they real. I'm real. Like, no, I just don't want to do, like, it's like they don't necessarily like promise you things and then like run away. Like in this context, they don't load you up with a bunch of hot air and then leave. A lot of times they just flat out just say no. Like they just don't seem interested. Like, you know. But they have no problem taking all the resources. Like they don't have no problem coming in when like and showing up at the party. You know, they have no problem like asking for some help if they need it. It's giving that. The High Priestess in reverse. I don't think they're very self-aware about it. And also, this person has secrets. I see the Seven of Cups. You may be dealing with somebody who has addiction issues as well. Like when they say, I gotta go, I gotta go. Like, but you just got here. Like if that unreliable person, and even if they have like even if they aren't narcissists, even if they have like a good heart, they may come across to you as like just really selfish. Like this is a selfish ass. Like how come they always do this? Because they may have an addiction, a secret addiction that you don't know about. And only take that as like resonate. Like only take that intuitive, like say message if you were already thinking that before I said that, you know. Like don't make stuff fit that you ain't never, you know. That's not one of those things you want to accuse people of if you ain't never had the thought and you just got that from a tarot reader on YouTube. Don't do that. But if that has to be just a confirmation for somebody, okay. Or like especially like if it's known that they have like say issues or struggles with like say drinking or something like that, and like they you know relapse or something, like that would definitely make sense if that was the case. Because I see the Four of Wands in reverse a lot of times as the energy of like too much partying, not being serious. It's like it's going out too much. It's indulging too much. And the Seven of Cups is altered states of mind. This fell on the floor. We have the Star in reverse. Some of them may actually like have a weird energy of like, I don't know, that's weird. It's like when somebody like is trying to get you to do something for them. Say anything like let me borrow your car, like let me borrow your car or something like that. Let me like I got like they need your car to go to work or something like that. They need your car for a ride because they don't have their car's down or something. It's a random example. And they're like, but hey, you know I know how to fix on cars. Like I can give it a tune up. I'll get the tires fixed on that. I'll make sure the gas is full. You know I'll get you. You know we can get it detailed and everything. We gonna pimp this out. It's like they'll need something like maybe even kind of small. But instead of just asking for it and just saying I need help and can you please just do this for me and let that be it and say thank you or whatever, they want to flip that around and like almost make it seem like they're doing you a favor. Don't you hate it when people do that? Like stuff like that. It's like no. If you never called me or contacted me or asked me nothing, I would be fine. I would be be a-okay. Don't spin this around to make it seem like I need your help. No. You need my help. You know, it's giving that. It's like somebody who needs more help than needs more help than they have anything to offer, but they're gonna try to match that by trying to sell you, try to talk you into like it's really benefiting you more, you know, type of. No, it's not. It's like let me live with you. I'll just you know, I'll be a handyman or something. You know, I can clean. I can rewire the house. I can redo the hardwood floors for. I can be a handyman around here. It's like, you know, it's kind of giving that. But I don't really get a strong energy of somebody who's just like malicious. I see a selfish person. I see someone who could be addicted, and also somebody who just don't want to come to terms with the fact that they may just need help, or like they may like the reality of the situation may be worse than they want to portray it. But it is what it is. Now this other person, we're gonna look at them. That's Pluto. You also have the Death card, the Three of Pentacles, and the You're Welcome Oracle card. So I'm gonna look at the Pluto and the You're Welcome first. Pluto is the energy of, why do you attract these people? Pluto's the energy of like, say, power and domination and control. I feel like Pluto gets a negative rap more so than a positive one. It's like Pluto is like, there's no such thing as a negative planet or a negative sign, but it's like Pluto is one of those energies that's hard to manage. Like people with a lot of Plutonian energy, it's hard for them to manage, and it's their own energy. Think about Scorpios, how they're so intense, right? It's the influence of Pluto. Pluto is pure power and persuasion and being able to kind of manipulate. They have a gift for it. It's just part of their energy, even when not trying to. But sometimes manipulation can be really tasty for some people, and they can take too much. And so that's what I think what's going on with this situation. It's like them. It's almost kind of like the first person we're talking about, that sun person. And this could be the same person too, if you want to, if it fits. It's like it could be one side of them, and then the more dark side of them. Take it how it resonates. But my intentions would have this two different people, so I'll read it as such. But this Plutonian energy with the "you're welcome" is like saying they have a tendency to do you, like, say they'll do you a favor or they'll do something for you, but they will hold it over your head and they won't let you forget it. It's like they won't be paid back with not taxes, but interest. Even if it's emotional. It's like, if I do one little thing for you, I want you to build me a monument, goddamn. I want you to memorialize it. Like, cause they might as well, cause they won't. It's like, the other type of person was like, if you need something and they give it to you, it's like you may end up regretting it. Like I wish I wouldn't even asked, like this person. And they'll threaten you with energy of like, I'll like of going away or disappearing or cutting you off. Like it's like in a small argument that they wouldn't bat an eyelash to bringing up the fact that, oh, with your broke ass, and you ask me for $20 type of shit. It's like, you know, they really enjoy having that over people, and it's an ugly energy, and it's never helpful. So maybe that is just trying to tell you to stop like taking advice or stop accepting help from them. Like, even if you have to deal with this person as like their family member or something, it's like maybe you can deal with them, but not do that exchange with them like that. You know, like it's not helpful for you. Even the Three of Pentacles in reverse is like saying it comes across as being help, but it's not help. It's not generosity. Even if, and some of y'all, it's coming from a place of like a covert type of hidden energy, where like, say somebody may get off on the fact that they're helping you, right? And they may not hold it over your head, so to speak, but they do love to like use it as getting access to you, or like, say, to change the relationship. Like, say if I do something really big for you, then you're gonna like me a lot more. That means you're gonna be real close to me, and it's like you don't owe me anything, but you gonna talk to me. You're gonna give me some attention, right? You're welcome. It's like that. It's either way, it's icky. It's transactional and it's really icky. It's coming from a place of them not really it's like, and they'll show their true colors too, because like when things get hard and like maybe they get tired of like of helping you, or like just you know, like they don't feel like doing it no more, they will toss you to the curb. They will throw you to the side like a piece of trash and disappear and stop talking to you. If it's a friend or something like that, it's like they're just using you for energetic exchange. It's like they're like energy vampires. It's really gross. But I feel like both of these people likely don't realize that's what they're doing. Now, the one that holds it over your head, like the outwardly like that person who can't wait to tell you what they did, like they may do it on purpose, but like that last energy I'm talking about, like that subtle, you know, like they're like, if I do something for you, then you got to give me attention. I'm your best friend, right? It's like they don't know they're doing it. They're just trying to get validated. They're just trying to get some attention. They probably, you know, they got issues, but those issues are not your issues, right? But I'm just pointing stuff out. Sound off in the comment. Let me know how this resonated. If this resonated, remember, guys, I love you. I mean it. And remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.